We all have moments in our life where everything seems to come crashing down. It may be in the business side of our lives, it may be in the personal side of our lives. There's multiple areas where we think everything is set. We think everything is going just the way we planned it to be. We walk into that call with our client, we walk into the room with our family. We go into situations thinking that everything is the way it should be. And then all of a sudden, as if instantly, a new piece of information is presented and everything changes. And everything that we thought to be true is no longer true. And we can get really discouraged in those moments. I've walked through those consistently in my life. I feel like they come every couple of weeks, where you have this big moment of thinking, wow, something I worked for, something I've been striving for, seems as if it's dissipated right in front of me. And in that moment, it's really easy to let your guard down. In that moment, it's really easy to think that everything you've worked for is gone. But I want to challenge and encourage you that in that moment, that is the time we need to strive for finding outside perspective. Whether that perspective comes from taking a walk, going to the gym, or calling somebody that you trust to share your honest feelings with, reading a book, whatever it is, find a way to shift your perspective. Because in those moments, we are defined. In those moments of crisis, in those moments when we look at everything around us and are not sure why these things happen, we're not sure how we're going to take a step forward, we're not sure how we're going to keep going. Those are the moments where we can truly define our future. It's in those moments when the other areas of our life, so let's take business for instance, let's say something really challenging happened in your business life. It's really easy to let that challenge and that discouragement then shape the way you interact with your family. And we can't let that happen. Just as steps walking towards a positive can be a great thing in your life, steps walking towards a negative can also have an impact on your life. So I want to encourage you, when you find yourself, and you will find yourself in that next moment of discouragement, that next moment where you feel like everything you've worked for the last few months or even the last few years has come crumbling down. And maybe in that specific instance it has. I want to challenge you to find perspective. Find one thing that you can be thankful for. Find one thing that you can be grateful for in that situation. And keep your eyes on that thing so that you can walk through it with perspective. And that experience that you have, and that experience of dealing with those emotions and dealing with that discouragement and continuing to focus on the positive and focus on the great things that are in your life will help you get through it. This is going to be one of the more difficult things, and it's unique for each of us. For me, it's going to the gym, it's going on a walk, it's reading a book. There's things like that that I do to shift my perspective. I have some people that I really trust that are confidants that I'll call and I can be honest with and share my feelings. My wife is one of those people, and I have a few other people in my life where I can just be honest and share all of my feelings. And typically, out of that situation, I'm giving perspective. They give me perspective back and say, hey, Chris, it's not so bad. Your problems really aren't that big when you think about it compared to children overseas that don't have water to drink. And instantly, my mind is brought back into a reality of it's not that bad. I can move forward. I can continue to pursue the things in front of me. And even if I lost out today, I can win tomorrow. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and you can find ways to shift and change your perspective as discouragement comes your way, because it will. But discouragement coming your way is not a sign that you should stop and give up. It's an opportunity to continue to move forward.